Disclaimer right here, if you follow all the steps the creator of this mod has laid out in the README to a T, like I will show you how to do, everything should work just fine. However, the installation of this firmware hack can possibly void your warranty and even brick your camera should something unexpected happen during the installation process. So if you want to proceed, you have to do so on your own risk. Now I have split this process into two parts. Part number 2, the video you're watching right now, deals with the actual installation of the mod. Part number 1 shows you how to install the correct firmware, which is 1.12. If you don't know how to look up your current firmware, enter the menu, come all the way down to the 4th main menu, click right once, click up twice, and enter device information. If next to body firmware it states anything that's different from 1.12, definitely check out part number 1 and install the correct firmware before you proceed with this video. Part number 1 is linked in the top right corner. Now to install the mod, we need two sets of files. Let's begin by creating a new folder on our desktop called NX500 mod. Then hit up Google and search for Samsung NX500 mod. The first result is the one we want, and it looks like this, a GitHub directory. Scroll all the way down to where it says, I want my camera hacked, what to do. The mod pack we'll be using is made by Vasily and we can get it here, but before that we need a one-time installation of this. So open this and that. Now the first mod we need is called NX Wake. Select that directory, come to download, right click, select Save Link As. Select the NX500 mod folder on your desktop and save the file into this directory. Do the same thing with the actual files for the mod called NX Enter that directory, come to download, save link as, and save it into the same NX500 mod folder on your desktop. Let's open the folder and unzip both archives right here. Enter the NX Wake folder and open the README. I advise you to carefully read the whole README. I did it and it made my time installing this mod a lot easier. These are the steps we are going to follow now one by one. 0. The zip file containing this README includes everything you need. 1. Check the following. The NX camera is on firmware version 1.41 in case of the NX1 or version 1.12 in case of the NX500, which we already made sure of. The camera is fully charged and it's not connected to anything, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, any cables. No cables, that's definitely true. Let's go into the menu and see whether it's also true for Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Both are turned off. Very good. External flash, battery grip, everything that can be disconnected should be disconnected except the battery and the SD card. Power save settings are auto display off 5 minutes and power save 10 minutes. Auto display off 5 minutes, power save 10 minutes. Check. Camera language is English. Check. Mode dial is set to M. Check. There's no lens attached to the camera. Check. Camera is off. 2. To install the mod, you will require a 6-digit number that you will need to assemble from pieces spread around this README. This is intentional. Why? Because it will, hopefully, ensure that you thoroughly read these instructions. By the way, the middle 2 digits of the magic number are 76. Write them down. 3. Unzip the file where you found this README in the root of your SD card. Double check that your SD card now contains 2 folders, Install and NX Wake, placed in the root of the SD card. So let's do this. This is my NX500 mod folder. Inside the NX Wake folder, I will copy everything and paste it to the root directory of my SD card. Then I will eject the SD card and place it into my camera, which is step number 6. Insert the SD card into your camera and power up the camera. By the way, I don't know why it jumps from 3 to 6, it just does, never mind. Step number 7. Enter the installation code, magic number, when prompted. Now, we don't have it yet, so let's search for it. Right here it says the last 2 digits you are looking for are 6 and 9. Noted? The second digit you want is 5. Noted? And finally, the first digit you want can be calculated by subtracting 32 from 35. Hence 3. So we got 3, 5, 7, 6, 6, 9. Now we're gonna confirm and wait at least 5 minutes. I don't know if this is truly necessary, but I'm not brave enough to not do it. Okay, we waited 5 minutes, so we're moving on to step number 9. Pull the battery and wait 10 seconds, then put the battery back in, okay? 8, 9, 10, putting it back in. Wait at least 4 minutes, so that's what we're gonna do. The 4 minutes are over, let's continue. Number 12 says, turn off the camera using the power switch. Number 13, pull the battery, wait 5 seconds, put it back in and turn on the camera. Number 14, look at the SD card LED. You will see it blink 4, 1 long and 3 short times, as indicated in the turn off your brain paragraph above. This is your proof that everything went okay. So let's turn off the camera and remove the battery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's put it back in, turn the camera back on and check how often this tiny LED blinks, 1 long and 3 short times. Yeah, I guess that counts. Number 15, revert back to the power saving and language settings you prefer. The language is still English, or the display of 1 minute works fine for me. Power save 10 minutes. Is fine for now. 16, you can now turn your brain on again if you wish. 17, uninstallation. In short, the easiest way to uninstall this mod is to flash a completely new firmware. So now that we've prepared the camera to work with the actual mod, let's install the actual mod. But before that, I'm putting the lens back on. So let's install the actual mod. Let's enter our NX500 mod folder again. This time, enter the NX patch directory and open the README file. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna scroll all the way down and follow these how-to installation instructions to a T. 0. The file containing this README text includes everything you need. Excellent. 1. Make sure the NX and Wake mod is installed. This mod depends on the NX and Wake. We have made sure of that. 2. The zip file includes an nxpatch.png file. Open and print it or familiarize yourself with it. It shows the meaning of the various bitrate and resolution slots. You will need to know them to use the mod. The file he's talking about is this one. Print it out or just always know where to find it. 3. Unzip the file where you found this README in the root of your SD card. We already know the drill, so let's do it. Removing the SD card, which will shut down the camera, connecting it to my computer, deleting everything on the SD card. Now I'm gonna make sure I'm in the NX patch directory. Everything that's in here I'm going to copy and paste it in the root of my SD card. Step number 4, insert the SD card into your camera and power it up. So let's eject the SD card, insert it into the camera and power it on. Then all that's left to do is pay attention to the messages showing on screen. So let's do that. And this is how easy it's done. Now the mod is available, and the mod menu can be accessed via tapping the exposure button twice, the one right above the menu button. So now let's check out what the mod can offer you. Now the first cool thing this mod does is, it gets rid of any recording limit. Before its installation you could only record 4K video for 15 minutes. Now, after it has been installed, using 70 megabits as a bitrate and recording to 128 GB SD card, and also given that you're not running out of power, you can record 241 minutes consecutively. And it's the same with any other video mode. No recording limits. It's not 4K, but it's a little bit better than Full HD. Enter the mod menu, select Resolutions, and here you can change any existing resolution to any other existing resolution, which now includes 2.5K. So choose a resolution you rarely or never use, which in my case actually is DCHD, and then select that DCHD or your respective resolution now becomes 2.5K. And there you go. Now when I select DCHD, I won't shoot 4K but 2.5K. Tap back once, tap Make Persistent. Now I select DC-HD, and as you can see, no crop occurs this time, which means that now I'm not shooting 4K, but 2.5K without a crop. So, if you liked the video, if you found it helpful, please make sure to leave a thumbs up, it's greatly appreciated. Any kind of comment or feedback is welcome, and I'll try to answer as quickly as possible. All the tech that I've used in this video is linked in the video description. As always, thank you so much for your time, thank you for watching, and hopefully see you again soon.